Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pig City Podcast. I am here today with a very, very special guest, near and dear to my heart. It is indeed my brother, Justin Ivey. Justin, how are you feeling today?
What's up, bro? Doing well.
We told y'all we were going to be having new guests. We told you we're going to be having different people. And while it is family, Justin, let the people know, where are you at right this second?
Japan, close to Tokyo.
We're international, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Pig City has
Doing it
expanded
worldwide.
and spread its wings. They said we would never do it until pigs fly, and now the podcast is spreading its wings. Justin, real quick. Got it. All right.
I wasn't ready.
Today, we are doing a part of the show series, so we will get to know Justin a little more in the future. I'm sure he'll be on with Teddy. Shouts out to Teddy, co-host. But we're talking about MLB The Show, something we've played together with Teddy, and I won't give too much away. And we're going to be doing team reveal. But Justin, I'm going to keep you waiting just a little bit longer before you reveal what your team name is. And I just want you to tell the people, what do you love about MLB The Show? I know a very big question, but just whenever I say it, what's the first few things that come to your mind?
Bro, where to even start, honestly? I mean, we joke, but, I'm pretty passionate about it. It's the reason to own a PlayStation, to me. Just because, and I've heard you and Teddy say it on the pod quite a bit. I mean, baseball is the best. We could get in the weeds on that one. But, I mean, every year, I know when the show comes out, we won't get too sentimental on this one, but, it always, even if you and I don't talk as much or whatever, every year when the show comes out, we're talking, daily. We're daily talking about our teams, about what we're doing, about what we've accomplished, things like that. So it always kind of rekindles our daily talks and stuff like that. So that's always a plus. I mean, and just baseball, bro, all the intricacies of it. Even myself, I'm such a fan of the sport, but I'm in awe of how much you and Teddy know statistically and stuff like that. And it gets me more into that world just because, Diamond Dynasty and things like that. Some of the newer players that I might not know their names, just being somewhat of a casual fan, but it opens all these doors for me for the sport, on a major league level rather than just I love baseball in and of itself.
Yeah, bars. Hey, you said a lot there. A couple of things I do want to clean up. When you said it's the reason to own a, we just want to say video game system. We are not sponsored and no free ads.
No free ads, my bad.
But also for MLB The Show, that is a free ad for them. But again, available on both platforms now, this year, next gen only. But it is available on both. So if you are a user of another platform, yes, you can play as well. Even if you have one of those systems made closer to where you live. Anyways, you technically can play on there, but I can't imagine that. But Justin, that was a great answer. You said some good, and thanks for the praise, by the way. And me and Teddy, we act like we know a lot, but we really know more than that. We try to really lower it down for the people on the podcast. Yeah, that's how you be fake humble. A great artist said, to fake humble is a corny way to be arrogant. Anyways, Justin, before we get into the team reveal, I only have one more question for you.
Okay? What's up?
Why should people care about this MLB The Show series that we're doing, even though you don't know all of the things we're doing, but we're just getting more and more out there, and why should people come on and share what they like about it?
I mean, why shouldn't they? That would be my reply to that, is if you feel passionately at all about baseball, if you feel passionately at all about, the positive influence that video games can have, whether it's bringing people together, whether it's causing conversation, anything, come be a part of that and help show and kind of do away with the stigma that video games are bad or things of that, that narrative is just not true.
All right. I like that. We'll use that as promo. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know my brother or his life, he is a active part of the military. So he is serving our country. And, in a few months, he'll be a little closer to us. So we're a little excited about that. But also, we'll be closer to time zones, be able to play a little more, and you'll be able to watch your beloved, as we see on your hat there. That is an Atlanta Braves logo. That is a team you represent. So hopefully we get some good NL East battles with you and Teddy and me in the middle. I'll be honest, he seems kind of beaten down by the Braves the past few years still.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I caught that on the episode. We're kind of the antithesis to the Phillies, but they've taken it to us in a playoff perspective. So I feel like they always get us back. So, yeah. I always hold my breath when we play the Phillies because they always seem to come correct with us.
Yeah, and your dog even named after one of my least favorite entities in the world. Shouts out to Bloopy. I'm sure he'll make an appearance on the pod at some point. But Justin, we said we want to keep this thing in the 10-ish minute range, so I guess I should go ahead and I was going to say throw you the alley, but wrong sport, you know? I'll go ahead and throw you the hanging curveball for you to knock out of the park, and that is with this simple question. What is your MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty team name? Or maybe you want to give background first. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, I'll give you the introduction, and then we can get into the weeds, into the reasonings behind it a little bit. So I'll give you a short introduction here. So my MLB The Show 25 Diamond Dynasty team name is the Fuji Phantasm. Fuji Phantasm is more than just a name. It's legend in motion. It's inspired by the towering presence of Mount Fuji, a symbol of strength and endurance, and the word phantasm, meaning an elusive, ghostly force. This team embodies both power and mystery. Like the mountain of Mount Fuji, the Fuji Phantasm stands as an immovable force. Its presence is felt even when unseen. Like a specter on the field, they move with precision, unpredictability, and relentless spirit. Rooted in brotherhood, a bond that transcends time and space. This team represents unbreakable loyalty and the unstoppable drive to succeed. Drawing from the rich heritage of Oklahoma and the deep traditions of Japan, the Fuji Phantasm is a fusion of past and future, reality and legend. Opponents may see them coming, but by the time they react, the Phantasm has already left its mark. This isn't just a team, it's a force.
And would you like to update the people very quickly, since developing your true team identity? How many losses do you have in the loss column since becoming this team?
We don't have any losses since we have found our identity.
And by the time you're listening to this, he may not still have lost. Maybe he has. But hey, as of right now, 0 L's for Phantasm. I like it. The only thing I'm concerned about, sorry to not give you more praise on that. That was great. Very well thought out and written and delivered. But I'm kind of concerned that like you and Teddy are both like near the same area. And I'm just like in Pennsylvania. Go Birds.
So let's see. So Fuji, Mount Fuji, for me, that was a big personal accomplishment for me this past year. Being in Japan, I climbed Mount Fuji. It is by far one of the most difficult things I've ever done physically.
Dang.
Not just physically, but mentally. It was.
And, I just want to say, like, I'm not just trying to gas you up because you're here and you're my brother and, love you, all that stuff. This is somebody, like, he doesn't, like, back down from physical things. That I didn't know that was what you said is the most difficult thing. That's.
Yeah. Now, granted, I might have not done as well of a job preparing to climb it as I should have. I kind of took it a little lightly because I heard that it's like a novice climb. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Like, people are.
I mean, that's kind of a slight brag, though. I didn't really prepare for it very much. I just. Anyways.
No. But it was one of those things where, like, legitimately, like that's not meant to be a brag at all, because I had to. There were several times during it where I questioned my whole life and my choices. Like, it was a lot.
The victor's not the one winning in the 7th inning, Unless you play middle. Anyways.
So, I wanted to relate it to Japan. I mean, Japan, obviously, living here for the last few years, it is a chapter that we're coming up on the end of. I was thinking of things like, oh, you got samurai, and you always see samurai, and then, you got like tanuki. Tanuki is always fun. Like, everybody loves, Mario. That's not a raccoon. It's a tanuki. That's a whole thing. I have a little tanuki that sits on my desk at work that Isaiah bought me for Father's Day.
And what's his name?
Hank. Hammerin' Hank Tanuki, bro.
Yeah.
So he's holding like a baseball bat and a baseball. Like, it's great. And there's tanuki statues all over Japan. And I'm like, oh, they're cool. They bring good fortune and wealth, and like they're tricksters. Like, that could be fun. But, I wanted something not only to honor Japan, but also look into the future, since we will be moving to Oklahoma. Oklahoma is known for ghost towns back in the day. They have a lot of ghost towns. And hopefully we're under the contract phase. We just found out a little bit ago. The house we're buying, it is an older house. And you and I have joked, what if it's haunted? Like, because it's a big older house. And I was like, this could be fun. So when I was trying to come up with things, I was like, I want to relate it to my brother, because like I said, the show, it brings us together, and I want to relate it to the past and the future. And went to ChatGPT and kind of went back and forth, and that's where I landed. So yeah, man, I'm excited. It's a little different. I didn't want to be the Phantoms. Like, you hear Phantoms a lot. I thought Phantasm just sounded a bit more mysterious. Mystical. Yeah. So I'm pretty excited.
Fuji Tanuki kind of sounds fire, though.
Fuji Tanuki, yeah. I mean, I thought about it, but I was like, that's solely Japan. Like, and then I was like, we could change the location. I was like, to something like the Oklahoma Tanuki, but like that's not.
I just like the rhyming, to be honest. So if you change the location, I'm out. Again, I'm a little jealous that you and Teddy's franchises are near each other. That's the only thing I'll say.
We're based out of Fuji, though. Like, we're Fuji, Mount Fuji. But yeah, I mean, the Oklahoma thing is kind of just more of a nod.
Here's what you haven't realized, and why I see the full picture. During this literal baseball season, you're going to be moving. So, like, you may start in Fuji, but I won't be surprised if your team location changes. I'll say it.
We'll see, man. I don't know. Like I said, I think you gotta remember where you came from. Remember where your strength comes from.
Yeah. One other thing you said there, you were talking about Oklahoma. Shouts out. I don't know if you'll ever watch this, but shouts out Batch, Oklahoma fan. He did tell me he saw somebody had posted y'all were moving. He's like, dude, you told him how different it's going to be, but I still support it. I'm like, I'm not trying to get them to cheer for Oklahoma. But the reason I bring him up is because Ghost, that was a song we related to a lot, because he's basically a ghost in my life at this point. Shouts out Batch. I'm just kidding. Love you, dude. Listen, we are going to be on here more, people. That is the intro. I did have a few interview questions. I don't have to get into them now, but just so you're prepared, some were like, what are some of your favorite cards you're currently using? Those are things that'll change throughout the year. I know you always try to go Braves if they're an option of a boss or something. Teddy always goes Phillies. Of course, I'll go Reds. They love the Reds, so I get a lot of players, past players, legends. So that's another cool part of this, is it comes to it. And one other thing I want to say personally, you're talking like seasonal relationships and friends. Not that I think we'll speak more now than we will in the past a little bit because of the show, but it'll continue more. I'm just, time zones. That's a whole nother pod. That's for the troll.
You got to save that one for a whole different conversation.
But Alexander, we're calling you out. If you watch this, let us know when you want to be on, because people think you only know about football. And we only have National League teams represented. So if you want to talk about your little Red Sox, no spoilers if you haven't seen the Power Rankings episode preseason. But and I know you and Justin have a long history of historical rivalry. There's like literally nothing there. I don't know why I said that. Him and Teddy are the ones that hate each other. So yeah, we're getting more people, we're getting more stuff, but this is my brother, Justin. Thank you for being here. We do not have to get out of here. I said in the 10-ish range, it'll probably be 13-ish minutes. You know what? I might not cut it. We'll keep it at 15, whatever. But Justin, do you have anything you want to say? Your hopes, dreams, aspirations, anything dealing with this game or what this could mean? And look, man, personally, again, not trying to hype you up too much. You make this podcast far more attractive, okay? Because people probably won't.
Well, thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Shout out to YouTube. I know you agree. Easy, married, 4 kids, back off. So anyway.
No, I appreciate it. No, I appreciate you letting me be on, man. It's hype. It's, watching you guys kind of get it kicked off, being overseas. Like you said, the time difference is crazy, because normally I would be like at work right now doing stuff. Took a little bit of leave trying to get stuff sorted here around the house so they can literally come pack all of our junk. So I was off. We had the time. I really appreciate you letting me be on. It's a lot of fun. I definitely look forward to being on here more. Definitely going to have to educate myself so I can hang with you guys. I feel like, when it comes to the show, I can get with it. We start talking about stuff IRL. I got to do some research. Speaking of the show, I just got a pop up. Looked like Teddy just pulled something. I didn't catch it though.
Give it. You want to see if I got it?
I didn't. I seen it pop up, but I didn't see who it was.
Oh, I didn't see it either. So speaking of the show, when we do streaming stuff, and I know this will make you nervous, but if we play co-op, Justin may be on there sometimes. Teddy, text from Teddy right now. I packed Bryce. Live reaction on the pod. Bryce Harper gets the Philly. He already got Trey Turner. He gets the Philly. One of the few players I don't have still. That seems like an appropriate way to end the show episode of our other co-host pulling him. Maybe you'll get to pull Acuna now.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I'm going to jump on the Bryce train because I know y'all did it in a different episode. Bro, Bryce Harper, just what a beautiful human being. Like,
so hang on. Let me get this straight. This is a Braves fan who...
I don't care. Yeah, no.
You heard that you named. No. This is a positive to you. These Braves fans that are just so anti-Bryce.
Yeah.
And what about, your your brother-in-law, I was trying to say my brother-in-law, feels the same way about Braves. There are good Braves fans. I got to stop forgetting that you are going to help me not hate on the Braves as much. I've not been too positive this offseason, to be honest. But, yeah. All right, Justin. I think that should wrap it up. I think I'm going to start a new thing because in football, Alexander always takes us out. And on these, Teddy has. I guess I'm just going to, whoever I'm with has the last words, tell everybody bye because I ain't doing it. I don't want to tell these people bye. Low.
Yeah, you just stay on forever. All right, I guess that's it. I appreciate you having me on, and it's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to what we do in the future.